you doing out there, Olivia? My name is Crem, and I'm the Director of Fitness, and I want to thank you for joining me for today's total body workout. We are going to do all exercises that incorporate some major muscle groups for the upper body, lower body, as well as the midsection. So we're going to have a lot of fun today with that. Now, as usual, the Get Up and Move workout series is meant to show you exercises and programs that you can do no matter where you are. So if you're in your home, these workouts are great. If you're at the gym, these workouts are great. If you're in the park, these workouts are great. So the idea is to make sure that you always have some options when it comes to being able to stay active. Also, you don't need any equipment. So we'll show you exercises that you can do with dumbbells, with kettlebells. We'll also show you exercises that you can do with just your own body weight. So that way you can feel like you always have some solutions when it comes to staying active. So today, I'm actually going to show you exercises that you can do with bands. Resistance bands are a fantastic tool that you can take with you when you're traveling or at home. Now the key is that we're probably maybe getting out a little bit more these days. Maybe you're back to traveling, maybe you're taking some road trips, but either way, if you still want to stay active, but maybe you don't want to go to a fitness center to do so, having resistance bands are a really good way to be able to incorporate that with you on the go. Now, as usual, before we get started, always make sure if this is your first time exercising with us, or your first time exercising in general, to always check with your physician first. It's always a great idea just to make sure everything is good to go before you begin to engage in the activity. Absolutely listen to your body. I'm going to show you some modifications. You may take a break or two, but this is your workout. Please take breaks if you need it. Have some water handy. These things are really, really important when it comes to activity. So we're going to dive into it. Before I like to begin, no matter what we use, it's important to stretch, get the body going, get it moving a little bit. So we're just going to bend from side to side. This is going to help to kind of wake up my torso, get my core and my lower back moving a little bit. And I'm also going to feel a little bit in my legs as I reach down. And I want to kind of ease into my stretches. I don't overdo my stretches, right? They're meant to help you. So just kind of make sure you're listening to your body's range of motion when you're doing so. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders backwards a little bit. Kind of get those loose and ready for the workout ahead. As far as time is concerned, with regards to how long you stretch, do it for as long as you feel like it's necessary for you. You know, whether it's 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever you feel like you need to kind of loosen those muscles up. Let's go the other way. Nice and easy. Some deep breaths. We're going to have some fun today with these resistance bands. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my arm and I'm going to bring it to my chest. This is going to work. Basically stretch out the back of that arm and that shoulder. Give you a little bit of relief here from those tight muscles. Nice and easy. And I also want to do this side, which is important to do. You got to do both sides, right? Nice and easy stretch there. Perfect. All right, now I want to reach down. Think about my legs, and I want to stretch out the back of my thighs. So I'm going to have my feet about hip width, shoulder width apart. And I'm reaching down as far as I can. Now, ideally, I'm aiming for my toes. If the range of motion is a bit tight and you're not able to get to your toes, that's fine. Do what you feel you're able to do. Don't worry about it. So I'm aiming for my toes. Not quite there today, but that happens. I want to get that stretch in the back of the thighs. Right there. Very good. All right, now I want to have a little bit of a wider stance. I want to stretch a little bit more of my inner thighs as well as the back of the thighs. I'm going to take my opposite hand, put it towards my opposite foot. There we go. Again, aiming for my toes. On a good day, I can get there. Not today. All right. Next side. A little stretching there. Very good. I'm also going to feel that here. Right in that line. Okay, which is good. Get that stretch in the lower back. I'm going to go to the front here, middle, rear. And I'm doing this to kind of get my lower back ready for the work I'm about to do. And I'm going to do one more of those. Good. Now with this one, I'm going to stretch out the front of my tricky, feel free to hold on to something, a wall, something that's going to be stationary where you feel safe at. But I'm ideally going to be reaching for my opposite foot. So if my hand is on the wall for balance, I'm going to take this hand and I'm reaching for my toe. Now, if I'm not able to get to my toe, right, let's just say for instance again, range of motion is a bit too tight at this point, then I want to sort of aim for wherever I'm comfortable with. If this is as high as I can get to right now, that's fine. Don't worry, you'll get there. All right. Now I want to go to the next side. Same thing. Kind of stretching that a little bit. And I want to try to keep my back straight if I can. Okay. I don't want to lean over. Ideally, I want really, really good posture. Great. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go up and down on our toes. This is going to help to get those calf muscles involved. Sometimes we don't stretch out our calves. We don't think about our calves and our ankles when it comes to stretching, and we use them quite a bit. So it's always a good idea to kind of get them ready for your activity too. Up and down. As high up on my toes as I can. Again, if it's balance is a little bit of a challenge, hold on to something. That's not going to move on you. Same thing for wrists. Get those ready. Nice. Back and forth. There we go. I'm in and out. Yes, yes, yes. Fingers. Loosen all that up. Okay. Let's get started. Let's get into this. Now, I mentioned we were going to work with resistance bands today. Now, resistance bands come in all shapes, well, not necessarily shapes, but different colors and different brands, okay? Find a resistance band that works for you. There's so many different brands out there. There's not necessarily, there's of course some that I prefer and some that I don't prefer so much, but figure out which ones work best for you. You can find them on many of your local retailers, your mail-in retailers, so they're very easy to find. Also at sporting goods stores, they're very easy to find. So you can really get them pretty much, anywhere that sells some type of workout equipment or exercise equipment. Now, normally bands are relatable as far as resistance based on color. Typically whatever brand you buy will have a color chart which will indicate for you what one color means regarding the resistance of the band. Okay, so if you're not used to working with bands, I would say start out with whatever color represents more of the lighter intensity, okay? Now, and some even bands have absolutely clips on them now where you can add bands to the same handle to make them harder. So, they've gotten a lot more advanced than they used to, but no matter what, they're a really great tool, and as you can see, they ball up, perfect for traveling, carry on, easy to do. So, the first exercise we're going to start out with today is we're going to work the back of the legs, right here. What I want is I'm going to be about hip-width apart, and I want tension on the band. I want it to be nice and tight here. I don't want any looseness in it, okay? Now, I want my back to be nice and tight and straight, and I'm going to lower my body. And if I feel like the band is too light, or too easy, I can always grab it here beyond the handles or adjust my footing. So I'm going to actually grab it from here, but I'm going to keep my arms up a little bit. And I'm going to go down as far as I can to feel a stretch in the back of my thighs, come up about halfway. Come up about halfway. And this is a really good exercise for the back of those legs. And what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about driving my heels through the floor. Nice and easy. I want to keep my lower back nice and tight, and I want to keep my stomach muscles tight as well. I'm going to feel a little bit of this in my lower back, but it shouldn't be bothering me. It shouldn't be painful. So if your lower back is a bit troublesome, you're going to want to be very careful with your form with this exercise. Push through the heels. There you go. I want a good stretch to where I feel it in the back of those thighs. Nice, nice, nice. Push. There we go. Let's do 7 and 6. There we go. And I have a slight bend in my knee. My knees are unlocked. Let's do 4. 3, you got it. 2. Last one. And push. There you go. Yes. You should absolutely feel the tightness in the back of the legs when you do that. Now let's say, for instance, you don't have bands. You can totally do that workout, that exercise with dumbbells, cans, or nothing at all. You still want to make sure your form is directly in line, driving the heels through the floor, and really focusing on the back of the legs and the rear end area. Okay. You did good. We did great with that one, so let's move on. Now we're going to work the shoulders. Now with this one here, depending on where the length of your resistance band and the resistance level you're using will depend on where you position your foot. I want to have some looseness here because I want to be able to bring this up to my side. So I don't want it to be too tight, otherwise it's going to be a little difficult for me to go all the way up for that full range of motion. So I do want some slack, okay? Back is straight, stomach is tight. We're aiming for the middle part of the shoulder right here, and I'm going to go up and down. And I'm trying to go shoulder height, no higher than that. My palm is down, and this arm, put it wherever you feel good, wherever you want, just out of the way. Up and down, there you go. You're going to get in and out shoulders. This is a really great exercise to target this part of the shoulder, that middle part of that shoulder. It really kicks in. There you go. And you got to control the band. I'm not letting the band pull me. Now you have to control the resistance. And then up and down. There you go. You got it. You're feeling that tightness build up. That's exactly what you want. And I want to keep my full frame, forward frame towards you. I don't want to turn towards that. So I'm up and down. Let's do it on 4, 3, 2, 1 more. There you go. Good, good. All right. It's tight. It's tight. Okay, let's go to the next one. Same thing, forward facing. I want up and down here. Right there. There we go. Good. Looking good, looking good. Strong shoulders are very important. You want to have that strength in that upper body. And lift, lift, lift. And you notice I'm nice and tall. I'm not pulling and jerking. I want to make it as seamless as I can. Make sure the only thing that's working is the shoulder. That's all that's working. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful. Good job. Nice. Okay. We got some tightness going there. Tightness in the shoulders. I love it. Now the next exercise we're going to do with the band is we're going to work on the sides. This area right here on the stomach muscles. Right there on the sides. I want my feet about hip width apart for this one. And I'm going to do a side bend. I'm focusing on squeezing the sides of my waist down and here. And what I'm doing is letting my hands slide down to the side of my leg, resting back at the middle, just a second, and other side. Center, center, center. And as I bend down, I'm sort of using the opposite as a little added resistance. I'm fighting it. Right, so notice how this arm goes up, and this one is going down. So it's providing a little extra resistance for me by keeping some tension on the opposite side. There we go. Keep breathing. You got it. And what I want to do is I want to stay straight in that straight line, stay on that plane of the body, which means I don't want to lean forward or backwards. I really want to just stay right here. So to show you what that looks like from the side, straight line. And maybe the range of motion doesn't allow you to go down as far as you want. That's okay. Remember, you'll get there. This is your workout. Nice and easy. Perfect. And you should get a little tightness that builds up on the sides. Nice and tight. Feeling the squeezing. And I'm keeping my core, my stomach muscles in the whole time. Good. Let's do 5. And 4. 3. Last 2. Give me 1. Give me 1. Come on. 1 more. Nice. All right. Good job. Good. Okay. So we went from back of the thighs, shoulders, the sides. Excellent. So now let's keep going. We're going to move it down to the floor. Now, there's more resistance bands, like I mentioned before. I think there's different types of sizes and some difference in shapes. Now, this band here is primarily more for leg workouts. It's more of a loop. Same thing applies with regards to the ease of use, as well as just being able to travel with it and really giving you some variety to your workouts. The same thing applies with regards to the colors typically represent the resistance level. So if you're not accustomed to working with loops, resistance loops, I would recommend starting with the lighter ones too. So we're going to use this for our thighs, primarily the sides. So I want to slip this around my feet like this. And I'm going to go above my knees, typically about 6 inches or so above the knees. Depending on where you put the loop, determines a lot to do with where you're going to feel the exercise, or where you're going to feel the work, the muscles being used primarily. So, what I want to do now is a clam. I'm going to put my feet together like so. My head is relaxed, so nothing's happening with that. And I'm going to bring my knees in and out, in and out. And I'm using the resistance to fighting it. So the loop itself is providing the resistance so I can get that right in here. And I'm trying to keep my feet together the whole time. There you go. And fighting that. Up and down and in and out. Good job. Right there. And keep those feet together. And I'm going out as wide as I can. Wide as I can. There you go. And you're going to get it right there. Now, if I wanted to kind of take this up a notch, what I can do is go up off my hips, open, down. Up on my hips, off of my hips, open, and down. So same thing, but it adds a level of resistance to that exercise, and it also begins to get the back of the thighs in there. So you can definitely take this up a notch if you like. But back to here, in and out, nice and easy. Keep breathing, you got it. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. There you go, good. Way to go. Okay, so that's a really good way to use these loops amongst many different ways to use them. All right, so we're gonna stay on the floor. And now we're going to work the shoulders. We're going to go back to that area, okay? We're going to sort of sit on the band. Knees apart, about hip width, okay? And we're going to do a press, just like this. So the band comes behind my shoulders, behind my back of my arms, right here. And I'm going to press up and down. Press. And I want to keep my back tight. I don't want to lean forward. And I'm going to push up. Up. You got it. Up. And as I go down, I want to squeeze my shoulder blades together. That's also getting the back muscles involved. So I'm working a couple muscle groups here. My back is working as I'm coming down. Shoulders are working. And my core is tight because I'm upright and I want to keep good posture. Push. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, you got it. Yes, good. Now, when you're doing that exercise, you want to avoid or be careful of your arms coming down too far. You don't want to release or relax. So elbows fall just below, parallel to the shoulders, right about here. We go all the way up as much as we can, and we come back down. All right, that was good. Very good there. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the midsection. Working on the midsection with our resistance band. We're going to put this right in between or right in the arch of the foot. So, if you are someone who typically likes to exercise without shoes, if you're doing the resistance bands, you may feel more comfortable wearing shoes versus without, so it doesn't pinch your legs or pinch your feet. Okay, I'm going to keep some tension on here, and this is going to work my stomach muscles. My shoulders are up. I'm going to bring it up, and I'm fighting it all the way down. Up, squeeze. My foot is getting about a few inches from the floor. There we go. Up and down. Now, if your neck is bothersome, keep it up, keep your shoulders up. You can relax your head, okay? So you can make that adjustment if you need to. Squeeze. And what I'm squeezing is my belly. I'm squeezing my tummy. There you go, squeeze the tummy. Up and down. Keep breathing. You got it. Nice. Tension is there. And up. Let's do 5, 4, 3 more, 2, last one. Good. Very good. All right, but we have to do the next leg, right? We don't want to kind of cheat ourselves, so let's get the next leg in there. I know you're thinking, but I only have one stomach area, so why do you do both sides? Trust me, you're going to want to do both sides. Okay, here we go. Ready? Up and down. Because my leg is also getting a little bit of a workout here. Shoulders are up. I like it when my shoulders are up. Up and down. There we go. Good. And you see my range of motion. My leg isn't getting all the way up here. It's about right there. Keep working for me. You got it. Up and down. Up and down. Let's do a few more. Come on. 5, 4, like that. 3, 2, one more. Yes, very good. Very good. All right. That was a really fun way to utilize resistance bands with the stomach muscles at the same time. Okay, wonderful. So since we're on that, let's kind of hang out there. Let's hang out still on the floor. We're going to put this back underneath the arch of the foot, and we're going to work the front of the arms on this one. I want to make sure my back is nice and straight, and I'm going to lean back. My palms are down, and I'm going to curl. Straighten them out. Curl. Now you may also get a little tightness with the stomach because we were just using it, right? So now we're leaning back, so there's still tension here. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Up. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Work the back of those arms, work the front of those arms. Yeah, you're doing well. Keep it going. Breathe. Keep it up. Come on. Come on, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, last one. Nice. Way to go. Oh yeah, you get the tightness right in front of the arm. That's exactly what we're going for. Okay, so since we're down here, I want to make sure I show you something else that you can do with this loop here, this resistance loop. So we're going to put it, this one is going to be a little more on the ankles. All right, and we're going to turn to lying on our side. And what I want to do is to have my hips facing towards you. So you really want your hips facing towards me. I'm going to be up on my elbow for this one here. Toes pointed forward. And I'm going to bring this up. And we're still staying right there. There we go. Good. You're getting the idea. You're getting the idea. Now what I want to try to do is, depending on the direction of my toe, determine where I'm going to probably feel it more. With my toe pointed towards you, I'm more here. My toe was up more, I'm going to be more in the front of the thigh. So I want it here. That's where I'm staying. Up and down. And I'm trying to avoid hitting my foot. I'm going to get close. Let's get close. But I don't want to hit it. There we go. Keep it coming. Up and down. Oh yeah, it's getting tired. It's getting tired. That's what we're working out for. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, right in there. I love that one. It's a good one. It's a fun one. It's always the littlest things that get you. It's the littlest things that get you. Okay, I've got to do the other side. Gotta do the other side. Let's do that. All right, back to the ankles. Elbows, lay on my elbow. Now, let's say for instance, lay on your elbow. This elbow is problematic. It doesn't feel good. You can absolutely lower your body all the way to the floor. So you can do that. You can go more here. You can go more here. It's really up to you. Okay, so you can make that adjustment. Toe pointed forward, just like before. Up and down. There we go. Hips towards you. You can do it. Come on, Lydia. Keep fighting that tightness, that burn. Up and down. Very good. Come on. Come on. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Last one. Yes. Woo. We did that. We did that one. It was a bit tough. It was a bit tough, but we did it. Right here, it's exactly where we got it. That's exactly where we wanted to feel it. So you did a great job. I hope you really got some wonderful ideas with regards to how to use resistance bands. Remember, they're such a great thing that you can bring with you, whether you're doing them at home, you're taking them with you when you travel, in a hotel room, at the office. If you're back at the office, these are fantastic to be able to just throw in a bag and get some exercises in. So I hope you found this routine helpful. If you have any questions, as usual, you can reach out to me directly at fitness@livia.com. Always here to answer your questions and give you support. Just remember, the key is to get up and move. Get up and move. Get active. You can do this. And if you need anything, just know we're always here for you. Can't wait to see you soon and hope you have a great day.